Hey guys, in today's video I want to be sharing with you 5 tips to help you avoid getting lost in the woods. Stay tuned. Alright, so today before I get started, I would like to show you what I have in my backpack for this little hike that we're going to go on. And so let's take a look at that now. Alright, so we've got a lot of things in here today that I want to show you. At the end of my little hike, I want to make myself a little bit of a snack. So you see the cooking stuff, that's what it's for. So I've got a flat pan, a bagel. In this, I have an egg and some salt and pepper. I have my Mora knife, my ferro rod, my Stanley 2-cup cook set, a bandana, a hat flashlight in case it starts to get dark, some olive oil, a saw, and another smaller knife. I also have my fire kit in this pocket. Yes, my fire kit is in this pocket.
There's also a Band-Aid down there in case I would cut myself.
Okay, so there are 5 things that I thought of that I could tell you about when you're hiking or walking and you don't want to get lost, which, generally we don't want to do. So I thought of 5 things that I could tell you to help you avoid that. So number 1 would be to tell someone where you're going, because if you tell someone where you're going, then they're going to be able to know where to find you in case you do get lost, so that you don't remain lost. Number 2 would be you can break branches or make little sticks with arrows on the ground or something, just to remind yourself where you came from and kind of leave yourself a little trail of crumbs. Not literally, but with different things that you do, and like breaking branches, like I said, putting sticks down or something like that, that could let you know, hey, I came from this direction, and if I need to find my way back, that's where I came from. So that's another smart thing you can do. Another thing is noticing special objects. So if you notice an interesting piece of trash, or a really cool old tree, or a big giant bird's nest or something that is in the wild, and you are walking and you notice it and you're like, okay, so you need to take special note of something like that, because you're gonna remember that when you come back that way and you're trying to figure out where you are. You're gonna remember that thing and say, okay, I've been here before, I'm on the right track. Number 4, if you're following a creek, notice what way you're going and which way the creek is flowing. So if you're walking and you're going with the flow of the creek, you're going to remember if you need to go back where you came from, you're going to need to go against the flow of the creek. And 5th, and probably one of the most important things, possibly one of the most important things, but also one I feel like not a whole lot of people do, is checking your back trail. So whenever you come from somewhere, things are gonna look entirely different when you look back the way you came, because you're facing forward the whole time. You're seeing the front side of things, and then when you turn around, you suddenly discover that, everything looks different from the back. That tree looks just like something else I saw, but I'm pretty sure it's not the same tree, or something like that. And that's a really good way to get lost, is you go one way, you just keep going. You're not looking at all what it looks like behind you, and so when you turn around to go back that direction, everything looks different. And so you want to try to constantly, once in a while, you just gotta keep looking backwards, look at things and study them, remember them, so that way when you go back, you can remember what something looked like. Okay, so now that I've explained those 5 tips to you, I'm going to go on a bit of a hike myself, and we'll see if I can practice some of those things. And so let's get going.
Okay, so here's an example of something right here. You see this tree? So this would be something that would be defined as a special object. It's got an interesting shape. There's like a fungus growing off of it. It's broken. And so that would be something that, you know, as I'm going this way, I would notice it, be like, oh, that's interesting. Keep walking. And then whenever I'm coming back, I look up and say, oh, there's that funny shaped tree with a fungus on it. I must be going the right way. So right here's a creek. And as you can see, the water's going that direction. It's going that way. And so I've been walking along the creek this way. And so I've been following the current of the creek. So if I wanted to go back the other way I came, I would have to go against the current. And you'll see this portion of the trail. This is what it looks like when I'm coming forward into the trail. And this is what it looks like when I would be going back out of the trail. So there is a difference, and you have to make sure and be checking your back trail so you can see where you're going and where you've been.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked this video, please give it a huge thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And if you aren't subscribed already, well then subscribe. This is Survivaloo, signing out.